صباح الهمة والنشاط لمن استيقظ الآن ويتابع معنا درس على الهواء، وتحديدا في مادة اللغة الإنجليزية. بدأنا بالدراسات الاجتماعية، هذا وطني، والآن نواصل معكم وبهمتكم العالية إن شاء الله ستجتازون هذه المرحلة وتصلون إلى ما تصبون إليه من تحقيق الأهداف والطموحات. الأستاذة فاطمة بنت عبد الله بريكي، معلمة مادة اللغة الإنجليزية، أهلا وسهلا بك أستاذة.
أهلا وسهلا أستاذ.
كنا توقفنا في الحصة الماضية عند مهارة الرايتنج، الكتابة.
نعم.
وكأن هناك مجموعة من الأنشطة والأسئلة التحضيرية.
أيوة.
لدرس اليوم.
بالنسبة لدرس اليوم إن شاء الله بنتجه للكتاب. ثيم نمبر 3 يونت 4 5. اخترت مجموعة من الأنشطة اللي حسيت أنه مهم نركز عليها.
والأنشطة تحتاج إلى نشاط، فما عليكم يا أعزائي الطلبة إلا أن تكونوا بهمتكم العالية وبنشاطكم كذا بالكتاب والكراسة مع الأستاذة فاطمة.
إن شاء الله.
تفضل أستاذ العزيز.
Good morning everybody. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. First of all, I would like to show you the pages that you are going to follow with me, okay? So, dear students, we are here. Theme number 3, unit number 4, okay? And if we just go to the pages, we are going to be in these pages in the course book. I want you to go for pages 40 and 41. If we go to the workbook, we have 36, 37, okay? Actually, we are not going to go for the whole unit on everything, because as you know, some of the activities are listening, which is difficult to be done here in the episode. But I have selected some activities that I think they are very important. So let's go together. Okay, if we just go to the unit, this is the beginning of unit number 4, and we have got here the title of unit number 4 is Sport and Health. Okay, and here we have got questions, and actually these questions are for discussion. And as you can see them, we have got here 2 statements, and you're supposed to discuss them in groups, and you have to say whether if you agree or disagree with each statement, and then you have to give your reasons. As you know, my sweet students, that you have already taken this type of question, which is evaluative writing, in semester number 2. So in semester number 1, sorry. So in semester number 2, inshallah, we are not going to have such question in the final exam, which is agree or disagree. As I told you last time, we are going to have informative writing plus letter or email, okay? But what is the benefit of these statements? If we just look at the statements, try to generate information as much as we can, so that if this question has been changed into a form of informative, you will be able to write about it. Let's go to the first one. Children these days, so we are talking about children these days, are more unhealthy than in the past, okay? So if you are going to say you agree or disagree, you have to say reason. But if we have this question in terms of what do you think of the statement, okay? In terms of being unhealthy, you are going to talk about food, you are going to talk about especially fast food, okay? And the lifestyle of children nowadays. They are not going out a lot, like for example, playing with the sand, going to the gardens. Mostly they are settled at home in front of a computer or iPad and all these things. So this is regarding unhealthy. I'm not going to focus on it a lot. I will focus on the second statement, which is our grandparents had easier lives than people today. Okay, let's see the word that we have here. We have here the word lives, and as you can see this word actually here, this is noun. Okay, so this word here, this is not verb, this is not lives, this is what? Lives. And lives is actually a noun, and it is the plural form of the word life. So life is singular, whereas lives is plural. Okay, let's talk about our grandparents' lives in the past. How was it? In terms of easiness or difficulty, it's going to be opinion question. But in terms of generating information, we will have it like this way. Our grandparents' life in the past. How was it? If we have this, write about this topic. What are you going to write about it? Actually, we are going to focus on some points as I have put them here. The type of food is one of them. So in the past, our grandparents, they actually ate fresh food such as fruit, vegetables, fish. You know that in the past, they went to the sea themselves to catch the fish, and they had the fruit and vegetables in their gardens, and they worked there, so they brought fresh food such as fruit and vegetables. So this is one thing about their life in the past. And also in the past, there was no technology. And when we talk about technology, actually here we are talking about having computers and so on. So their lifestyle was extremely different than today. Also, there was no electricity, and this is something else. Okay, now if we go to the other point, which is transportation. When we talk about transportation in the past, actually there were no cars, and people, they use animals to travel from one place to another place, or to move from one place to another place. And sometimes they also have boats, and they also had the wooden ships to travel from one country to another country. Because as you know that Omani people, they worked in many countries, especially in the Gulf. They went to Kuwait, Bahrain, and so on. Okay? And here, if we go to talk about jobs that they got in the past, like farmers, or sometimes fishermen, and other jobs. Okay? So, in terms of our grandparents, if we want to talk about them and about their life, if we focus on food, was fresh food, no technology, no electricity, transportation, no cars, and they used animals to move from one place to another place, such as the camels. And here we have the jobs, like farmers, fishermen, and so on. Okay, so this is about the lifestyle or the life of our grandparents in the past. So see how can we change the question from being evaluative to being informative. Okay, so always think in this direction when you see the topics in your book, and especially throughout the themes or the unit. Think about them in this way. Questions that could be written as informative or as interactive in terms of letter or email, because this is what you are going to have for the writing. Now let's go to this text. Actually, we also have this text, and under this text, actually, we have WH questions, and the number of questions actually are 3, and they ask you here not more than 3 words for each answer. Now, for WH questions, you actually have the same thing in the final exam, and I'm planning to discuss this, inshallah, by next week, if we have this. So, when you write answer for WH question, make sure that you only write the exact words. Don't copy 2 lines, okay? And don't copy 3 lines, because you are assuming that the teacher is going to put a circle on the answer. No, you have to be precise, and you have to write the exact answer. If we just look at the title of the text, talks about physical activity and health. So when we go to the word physical, physical means related to the body, okay? And when we talk about another word, which we are going to have here in the text, which is mental, and this way, okay, this one here is L. And when we talk about mental, actually we are talking about things that are related to mind. So we have physical related to our body, we have mental related to our mind. Let's go to the text here. Actually, as you know, each reading text, it has some words that we have to focus on in case they may appear, for example, in the final exam, or in case you won't use them in your everyday life speaking as well. Okay, so let's see the text. What is it talking about? It's talking about here, modern technology has brought many benefits. It also puts pressure on us in ways that our grandparents and even parents never experienced. So because of modern technology, we are experiencing nowadays things that our parents had never experienced before. For example, sitting in front of a computer all day is bad for our posture and makes our eyes tired and sore. It's therefore surprising that many people suffer from physical and mental stress. And here is the word. Physical, related to our body. Mental, it is related to mind. Okay, and here they are talking about the stress. Sport and physical activity are very important in improving our health. People who do little or no sport or exercise are at greater risk from diseases such as this disease, cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes, and obesity. Sport can also be beneficial for people, okay, who are depressed or suffer from stress-related disorders. Projects about sport aim to promote healthy lifestyle choices such as balanced diet, especially among children. Now let's see the focus of the words here. So I have brought these words actually from the text. The first word that we have here is this word, which is posture, okay, posture, and it means the position of the body, okay. The second one here we have sore, and it means painful. Sometimes you can use this word in the context of when you go to the hospital. You tell the doctor, "Doctor, I have sore throat," okay? And sore means painful. Then the third word, actually, this word is also medical. And the word that we have here is cardiovascular. And the word here is medical. It means, and it is related to heart and blood vessels, okay? And this is the word. You may hear this word actually in the hospital sometimes if you are reading some texts that are related to medicine. Then here we have the word promote, and actually promote here is a verb, and this verb actually has more than one meaning depending on the context it appears in. For example, it means to encourage people to like, do, use, buy, or support something. Okay, so this is one meaning of the word promote. Another meaning of the word promote is to do or to raise something to a higher or more important position or rank. So whether it means to encourage people like, do, buy, use something, or raise something to a higher or more important position or rank. Then we have this word, which is disorders, and it comes here as a plural, okay? But I put the definition here as singular. So, state in which objects or conditions are in no particular order, okay? Or we can say lack of system, in simple words, lack of system. And this is one meaning of the word, lack of system. Disorders also, this is plural, but the definition here comes in singular. Be careful. An illness of the mind or body. An illness of the mind or body, and this is the second definition of the word disorders. Okay? Now, these are the words that we have encountered here in this text, And now let's move to the questions that we have here. Let's go to the questions together. The first question is, okay, what can get damaged by spending too much time in front of a computer? And be careful, they said not more than 3 words, okay? Let's go and try to find. Now, when we went through the text, we found out that what may get damaged by spending too much time in front of a computer is the posture of the body plus eyes. So they may get damaged because we are sitting for a long time in front of a computer. Okay, if we just come here, where can I find the answer? Actually, we can find the answer here in paragraph number 1, line number 3. Our posture and our eyes may get tired, and also, so here we have, it's bad for our posture. They are talking about sitting in front of a computer all day. This is bad for our posture, plus the eyes. Okay, so from here we brought the answer. See, not more than 3 words. Some of the students actually ask, is and considered to be as a main word now, or the, or in, or on? Focus on the key, on the words that you write here when you are writing the answer for the reading, okay? So in, on, that, these are not counted as words when we count the number, but we are talking about long answers that you sometimes unfortunately write while answering reading questions. Find a word in the text that means the condition of being too fat, okay? And again, the answer here is in paragraph number 2, in line number 3, this word. And it means the condition of being too fat. Then, what is an example of a healthy lifestyle choice? Again, the answer here I wrote a balanced diet. And if we come here, we are going to find this in paragraph number 2, okay, line number 4 here. When they talk about the choices, healthy lifestyle choices such as balanced diet. Okay, so these are the answers of these questions. I hope that you are following and you are writing them as well. Now let's go to sound bites. As I told you at the beginning of the episode, I'm just selecting some activities from unit number 4 which I feel they are important for you. Let's go to the sound bites. Sound bites is actually very, very important for listening, speaking, and even sometimes for grammar question when they ask you to choose the correct word to complete certain sentence or dialogue sometimes. So they use, again, the sound bites here actually is related to the text, the reading text and the writing, which is expressing personal viewpoints. It means saying whether you agree or disagree about something. So how can I express personal viewpoints? How can I express my opinion on certain things? Let's see the phrases that we can use here. We can say, for me, okay, and then you can complete it. Or, as far as I'm concerned. So here we have as far as I'm concerned. Then, I really think that, or the way I see it, or personally speaking, or I honestly believe that, without a doubt. Now this B here is silent. We don't pronounce the B. We say without a doubt, okay? Without a doubt, without pronouncing the B sound. Or we can say here, I strongly believe that, or in my view. I think that some of them you have already encountered them before. Like for example, in my view, you use it a lot when you are speaking or even when you are writing sometimes and trying to write about your opinions on certain things. So put this in your mind. Now let's move to the workbook. Okay, the workbook, again, here we have sport and health. It is actually the same unit, which is unit number 4. If we just look at the text here together, read the information below about the game of rugby. And here we have the text. Actually, the text here has some vocabulary items, plus the fact file here. It has some vocabulary items. I have just selected some of them. So here we have the first text here is about rugby. The fact file that we have here talks about basketball, and this one talks about volleyball. Let's see. And here also task number 4, it has some vocabulary items. What did I do with them? I have selected the vocabulary items which I feel that they are important because they may appear in the final exam, or you may use them, okay? Let's see the vocabulary items from the workbook. The first one that we have here is rugby union. Rugby union, and it means a type or a form of rugby with 15 players in each team. Okay, so rugby union means a form or a type of rugby with 15 players in each team. Then the second word that we have here is the word tournament. 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 Okay, it means a competition involving many competitors in a single sport or game. Okay, so this is the word. Then here we have another word which is hoop. Now hoop has more than one meaning. This is hoop, not hope. Hope is something else, okay? It means circular, one of the meaning, circular object, okay? The object that you can see it in a form or a shape of a circle. Circular object or item. Then it may also mean the basket or a ring of wood made of wood or metal or plastic. So whether it may mean this word or this word, or even this word. That's why I'm telling you this word has more than one actually meaning, okay? But the idea of the hoop is something which is circular. Now let's go to the word court. Now, when we look at the word court for the beginning, okay, we have to think of the context that this word has appeared, okay? And if this word appears in a sport context, so it means an area drawn out on the ground that is used for playing sports such as tennis or basketball. So in sport, the word court means an area drawn out on the ground that is used for playing sports such as tennis and basketball. Now, when we go to the other context, which is court, if I find the word court in the context of law, what does it mean? It means the place where trials and other legal cases happen, okay? The place where trials and other legal cases happen, and it means this one. So the word court here depends on the context. If it appears in a sport context, so it means the area where you can play certain sports, which is this one. If it appears in the law context, it means place where trials and other legal cases happen. So one word may have more than one meaning depending on the context the word appears in. Okay, now let's move to the other word, which is bounce. Okay, the word that we have here is bounce. Now, if we look at the word bounce, now this is a verb and it means to jump. or cause to move up or away after hitting a surface. So whether it means to jump or cause to move up or away after hitting a surface. So this is what the word bounce mean. And we use this word in the context actually of sport as well. Now, the other word that we have here is the word badminton or badminton, okay? So if we look at the word, a sport in which 2 or 4 people hit a shuttlecock. And shuttlecock actually means this word, okay? So this is the name of the sport in which 2 or 4 people hit a shuttlecock. Now, these are the most important words or vocabulary items that I have selected from task number 1, fact file, these 2, and also from task number 4, okay? The other tasks cannot be done here because they should be done in groups, while presentation and so on. So by this, now it's clear that I have selected and covered some activities that we have here at the beginning of theme number 3, unit number 4. Now we are going to move to unit number 5 and we'll see which are the activities that I have also selected. Let's see them. So now here we have theme 3, unit 5, and we are focusing on in the course book. We are going to go for pages 42, 43, and if we just come here in the workbook, we are going to go for 38 plus 39, okay? Let's see them together starting from the beginning. Okay, here we have theme number 3. Now the title of theme number 3 is What Do You Think? And again, this one is related to unit number 4, where they talk about actually opinion or evaluative writing, when they ask you to give your opinion on certain thing. Let's look at the picture that we have here, okay? Discuss the questions below in groups. Give reasons for your answers. Let's see the questions that we have here. What do you think are the best ways of getting exercise? Now this question may come the same like this as informative writing, because what we said in the last episode from the ministry document that informative writing could come as a question, title, or topic. And here we have a direct question. What do you think are the best ways of getting exercise? So you can put this in a circle and try to think of it, which is best ways of getting exercise, okay? I'm trying to highlight the questions that I feel they are likely to be informative. But the ones that are related to opinion writing or evaluative writing, this is not the case here in semester number 2. This you have already done it in semester number 1. Do you think gyms are a good idea? So here they are asking you about your opinion. Do you think that gyms are a good idea? And by the way, the word gym is a short form for the short word for the long word, which is gymnasium. I think that you all know this. Do you or would you like to belong to a gym? Now here, these 2 questions actually are asking you about your opinion. So they are likely to be evaluative writing. But the first one here, because it has a question, direct question, where you give information about best ways of getting exercise. So this one here likely to be informative somehow. Now, let's see the answer for these two questions according to the writer of who has written a text here, because there is a text underneath, and this text actually talks about gems, and the writer has an opinion about it. Let's see the text. Okay, so we have here this text, and then under the text actually we have what? Two questions, and we have to look at the questions and try to answer them. So if we just look at the first paragraph, the writer here has written for us like introduction. Let's see. Gyms are extremely popular these days and can be found in hotels, health clubs, everywhere. Many people go for workout in the gym as often as possible, but in my opinion, there are better ways of keeping fit. So this is the introduction of the text, and then at the end of the introduction, the person here or the writer has made his opinion clearly by saying, in my opinion, there are better ways of keeping fit. Now let's move to the second paragraph. Paragraph number 2. Let's see what do we have here. Firstly, I think that gyms can be quite dangerous. They contain many high-tech machines. It is true that these machines are effective at improving your fitness. However, if you don't know how to use them properly, they can do you harm. People may harm themselves if they try to pick up heavy weight too quickly or use running machines at speeds that are too fast. So here, the writer actually trying to give us what? His opinion clearly by mentioning some points and trying to support his idea as well. In my view, gyms are also too expensive. So here he's talking about the cost if you are going to go to the gym. Hotels and health clubs charge huge fees, and when we look at the word fee, it means the amount of money, the amount of money that you pay, this word here, in plural, the amount of money that you pay for a certain service. Then, to cover the cost of running in the gym, however, there is no need to spend a lot of money. I believe that you can get more enjoyable exercise that's free. So the writer here again is trying to what? To support his ideas more and more. Then if we go to this one, this paragraph, I don't think that gyms are relaxing places. So the writer talks about the cost. Then here he's talking about the place itself. They look cool and attractive, but they are often noisy because of machines. So again, he's trying here to support his idea. Then in conclusion, for all the above reasons, I feel that gyms are not the best way to get exercise. There are other forms of exercise which are less dangerous, less expensive, less stressful. So here the writer actually summarizes his point at the end. There are other places which are less dangerous, less expensive, less stressful. It means what? He thinks that gyms are dangerous, expensive, and stressful to an extent. Okay, to an extent. Let's look now at the text. What kind of essay is this? And we have to tick the correct box. Now I have put the answer here. The type of the essay is evaluative. This is the answer because you are here given opinion about something. Okay, then what is the writer purpose in the essay? He is given an opinion. So this is the correct answer for question number 2. As I told you, we are not going to focus on it a lot, on structure and seat and other things, because evaluative is not going to be in the final exam.
من الدرو لو حبيت ترجع للأقلام درو فوقنا.
Thank you very much. Then we have got here some. I'm going to look at this word. Is the writer generally for or against gyms? Circle the correct answer. when we look at the word for, means he agrees, he is with the thing. When we talk about against, he is not with it, means he disagrees. So this, as you are saying agree, which is for, against, as if you are saying disagree. Okay, and here I'm trying to simplify the words as much as I can. So the answer that he is what? He is against the gym. Okay, and this was clear actually from the beginning of the text. So now this is the idea of the evaluative essay. As I told you, we are not going to go deeply into it because this is not our focus in semester number 2. Just we went on the general points that he has written here. Okay, now let's go to this one. I think this is very important, where you can differentiate between facts and opinions as well. Okay, this is very, very, very important. Let's see what do we have here. It is important not to confuse facts and opinions in writing. Facts are true and can be checked. Opinions are people's own ideas and beliefs. They are often introduced by a phrase such as, I think that. Now, why is this important? Because as I told you before, in final exam for informative writing, you need facts because you are informing about something. So for informative writing, you need what? Facts. However, for evaluative writing, you need opinion because you are telling your opinion. How can I differentiate between them so that when I come and write my informative writing in the final exam, I write it correctly and I don't mix between facts and opinions as well? Okay? When we talk about facts, actually we are talking about things that are true and can be checked as well. However, when we are talking about opinions, we are talking about ideas, we are talking about beliefs, and mostly we are talking here about feelings and how people feel about something, or how do they feel towards certain thing. I may say, for example, this place is amazing, so this is my own opinion. Another person may say, no, this place is not amazing. This place is what? This place is boring. So here, because we are having different beliefs, different opinions, because this is affected by our feeling. So whenever you judge people and you say opinions, it doesn't mean that your opinion is correct. To 90%, your opinion might be wrong and not correct because this is affected by your own feeling. However, in informative writing, you are giving facts, and facts means something which is true. If I say, for example, this is we have here, example, Muscat has a larger population than Salalah. This is what? True. This is fact. Muscat has a larger population than Salalah. So here we are talking about the population. We are talking about the number of people, and this is true. This is based on a fact. We have statistics that show that Muscat has a larger population, larger number of people than Salalah. But if I come to the opinion and say the most beautiful city in Oman is Salalah, this is only my opinion. Mr. Ahmed may say, no, the most beautiful city in Oman is Sur, or the most beautiful city in Oman is Nizwa, or the most beautiful city in Oman is Suhar. So here, opinions can be different from one person to another person, and this depends on feelings, emotion, beliefs, okay? They are not fact. and never be affected by somebody else's opinion, because maybe that person has formed that opinion based on things in his mind, okay, which are not healthy, not good at all, trying to harm somebody, bullying someone else. But here, when we look at facts, we are actually talking about things that are true. And this is what we need in the writing. In informative writing, we need facts. Why do we need facts? Because we are given information about something, okay? And we are going to see now some examples of it. Let's see the ones that we have here. Actually, we have it here. This is an exercise that you're supposed to do it in class with your partners. It means this is pair work, okay? Let's see the things that you should talk about. We have here something which is smartphones, shopping malls, the internet, road safety, junk food, your school. Expect one of these topics to be in the informative writing. They may form the question in a way that you have these in the informative writing and they ask you to write some information about them. Like, for example, road safety in Oman, okay? What are the ways that we can have road safety in Oman, or how can we improve this one in Oman, and so on. Now, if I look, for example, at your school, I can give you a fact about my school and I can give you an opinion about my school so that you can differentiate between them. If I say, for example, my school has 31 classrooms. Okay, I hope that my headmistress is not watching me now. So maybe she will not say 31. So my school has 31 classrooms. So this is what? This is a fact. If you go to the building and if you go and check, you will find that the number there are 31 classrooms we have, okay? The second one, if I say, my school is amazing. So this is what? This is opinion. This is my own opinion. Because I love my school, I feel that my school is amazing. So this is my opinion. Maybe Mr. Ahmed will say no. That another school is amazing or more amazing than your school. So here what we have, opinions can be different from one person to another based on beliefs, feelings, emotions. Facts are based on true things.
أستاذة فاطمة، أستأذنك في أخذ هذا الاتصال معنا أحمد على الخط. أحمد، السلام عليكم. أهلا وسهلا بك يا أحمد.
وعليكم السلام أستاذ.
الله يعطيك العافية والصحة.
الله يحييك.
متابع الأستاذة فاطمة في درس اللغة الإنجليزية؟
أكيد متابع.
تفضل بسؤالك، تستمع إليك.
السلام عليكم أحمد.
وعليكم السلام. How are you, teacher?
I'm fine. How are you? What about you?
I am all right. Thank you, teacher, for your... I am all right, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you for your report, teacher, and for your explanation.
Thank you very much, Ahmed.
Teacher, I don't have maybe any question, but I want your opinion, your idea about, you know, you are all time in your home because COVID-19, and you have maybe sometimes you have a rest between study. Is it good to see a film, see a video, or read a story, a magazine, a novel like this? Because you have maybe sometimes when you write, you have idea, but you don't have a vocab. You don't have a spelling for this vocab. What's your idea about that problem for me?
Well, Ahmed, what I heard from you that you don't have any problem. You are so excellent, Ahmed. Bravo. You are
Thank you.
trying to express yourself in a very excellent way. You are talking fluently. And I cannot imagine that, Ahmed, you will be in a case where you cannot try to find ideas or information to write about. Are you talking here about writing? Yes, informative writing?
Yes.
Yes, reading can help you a lot to generate information. Yes?
Yes.
As much,
Maybe sometimes.
yes, as much as you read about any topic, this will help you to generate information. As I told you from the beginning of this program, Mr. Ahmed and I always discuss the same issue, which is the topics nowadays, they come from the book. And you have seen this, yes, since semester number 1? Most of the topics, yes, most of the topics of the writing, they come from the book. So if you go and read the things that you have in the book, you will be able to write about them in the final exam. And you are speaking in a very amazing way, Ahmed. I love your way of speaking and talking to me now. Bravo, Ahmed.
I know, teacher. I don't have any in maybe reading or listening, but my problem is in writing, as I know from from my teacher.
Okay.
In writing.
Okay, Ahmed.
My problem.
Are you in contact with your teacher nowadays?
No. Right nowadays, I don't have any.
Okay,
contact
Ahmed.
with
You can write about any topic that I have shown here, okay, in the program, and send me the topic on my U. I'm going to check it for you, and I will give you advice, okay? Because in writing, I need to see what is the problem there with you, okay, Ahmed? And
Okay.
inshallah, I'm going to help you. Don't worry.
How to contact teacher with you?
Through my U program website.
ممكن تكتبي أستاذة؟
Yes, I will show it at the end. Okay, it's here.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher, for your explanation.
Welcome, Ahmed. All the best, inshallah.
بالتوفيق وشكرا جزيلا. مثل ما قالت السادة فاطمة، يعني هؤلاء الطلبة المبادرين يعني بأيضا استثمار هذا الوقت وتطوير مهاراتهم وقدراتهم، وهذا شيء رائع يحسب لك أحمد وجميع زملائك. ناخذ الاتصال معنا أيضا رحمة. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
حياك الله يا رحمة.
الله يحييك.
الله يعطيك العافية والصحة. تفضل يا رحمة بسؤالك في اللغة الإنجليزية. الأستاذة فاطمة معك على الخط.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Rahma. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you studying, Rahma?
I am.
Yes. Okay.
I'm studying. Thank you.
All the subjects?
Yes, all the subjects.
Okay. Yes, Rahma. What's your question?
What I want to ask you about how we can practice on the listening for the final exam.
Okay.
What I mean that where we can find the recording.
Okay.
For the final exam.
Okay, Rahma. You can go to Zawiyati.
Yes.
Okay, and then when you go to the exams, not for the last 2 years, the previous ones, because I think the last 2 years they haven't, they are not there yet, but you can check the previous years, okay? Go to Zawiyati, download the exam, the test, the whole test at the beginning. Then you will find the audio. You will find also the audio file. Download the audio file and try. I want you now, students, sometimes you are working on the iPad or laptops. I want you to get them as printed papers, or if you have them, for example, on iPad or whatever, you can have another paper with you. Listen and try to write the answers. But you will find something, Rahma. Previous years, they have the listening for 3 times, okay?
Yes.
But as you know, for you, you are going to have it for how many times? 2 times.
2.
So I want you, Rahma, to write the answer from the beginning. Write the answer from the, first of all, read the question with yourself silently, okay? Then play the audio file. Then write the answer from the first time. The second time will be the time for checking the answers and to write the missing ones as well. So go to Zawiyati and download them.
Okay. I have another question.
Yes.
So this episode, you will say that there is a lot of topics that may come in the writing for the final exam.
Yes.
So can you summarize the important ones in the next episode? So we can, we are so confused for the final exam, about the final exam.
Okay, you want me
So
to
try
collect
to
them all?
Summarize the importance, you can see.
Okay.
The importance.
Inshallah, Rahma, inshallah.
Okay, thank you for your effort.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you very much. All the best, inshallah.
بالتوفيق يا رحمة، شكرا جزيلا لك. نواصل أستاذة فاطمة.
Okay, so this is the difference between fact and opinion. Let's come here. This is the question that I told you about. I hope that Rahma is following and Ahmed as well. The best ways to make Oman clean and healthy. This may come for you as informative writing, to write about the best ways to make Oman clean and healthy. Okay, so here we have a text, and again, based on this text, we also have some vocabulary items, such as the word that we have here, carry out. It means to perform or complete a job or activity or to fulfill. Okay, then we have the word raise. It means to cause something increase or to lift something up like this. Okay, then here we have, so the word, the verb raise may have two meanings, depends on the context. Then we also have the word which is awareness, and awareness here is noun. We have them together, like raise the community awareness of something. It means awareness, the knowledge that something exists or understanding of a situation or subject at the present time based on information or experience. And this is the definition of the word awareness. This is in English, and you can see it here in Arabic as well. Then we have here the verb which is rely on, okay? And I have put for you here two meanings. Whether it means to trust someone or something, which is this one, or to depend on, which is this one. Now, let's see the topic that we have here. Again, it's about this one. And you have the mind map in the book, in your workbook actually. Okay? It's like this. The best ways to make Oman clean and healthy. How can we make Oman clean and healthy? This one may come in the writing as well, which is informative writing. Now, in the book, they have given you this one, which is what? Put garbage in litter pens, okay? Litter. And there is another word, which is letter. Letter where you write it, like for example, email, you write a message to someone, a letter, or the letter which means A, B, C, D. This is again what? Letter. But here we have another word. This word is?
30 ثانية لدينا.
Okay, letter. Then another one which is use recycled materials. Use recycled materials. And here we have encourage people to think of their country as their home. If people believe that the country is like their home, they are going to keep it clean. Then bring and strict anti-littering laws. So this is the role of the government, to have what? Laws for people so that they have to keep their country clean. Then here we have organize anti-littering media campaign. This word here is campaign. We don't pronounce the J sound, okay? Then here we have organize regular cleanups of beaches and other beauty spots. Another word for beauty spots means the beautiful places in Oman for tourism. We have to keep them clean. We shouldn't throw things on the ground and leave, okay? Also we have here reduce the number of plastic bags, and this is one of the objectives and aims of our country, is reducing the number of plastic bags, but because of COVID they haven't started with it yet. This is one of the main projects to keep our country and place and even the whole planet clean.
شكرا جزيلا لك أستاذ فاطمة. مخرج البرنامج يشير أن درس والزمن انتهى، ودائما نحن في سباق مع الزمن، فشكرا جزيلا لك الأستاذة فاطمة عبد الله بريكي، معلم مادة لغة إنجليزية.
عفوا أستاذ.
يعطيك العافية والصحة.